Hey there, this is your sales director, Laura Burks. Hi, this is your sales director, Laura Burks. I'm not sure if it recorded me at first there. I'm so excited to come to you today with a new consultant orientation video. And I just first want to say welcome to Mary Kay and to our unit. I am so glad that you've chosen to take a leap of faith and start your own business. I know that this company and your business is going to be a blessing in your life and to your family. So in this video, I'm going to briefly cover several subjects that you may already have some questions about. There will be more in-depth videos and trainings about these topics as you grow in your business. And as always, you can reach out to your recruiter or to me or to your director if I'm not your director for clarification or help or questions. So I'm going to cover lots of topics in this video, and it's really just going to be an overview of a lot of things. So the first thing I'm going to cover is goal setting, and then I'm going to talk about booking, coaching, selling, and sharing. And then I'm also going to talk about some business management type things. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you to close your eyes. I know that sounds silly since you're watching a video, but close your eyes and just take a moment and think. Think about your life and think about your bank account and think about the things that maybe agitate you, or maybe even about the things that are going really well in your business. And what I want to have you do is to picture what your life would look like if money and time and were not an object, and if you couldn't fail at whatever it is you're picturing. And if Mary Kay, your business in Mary Kay, could potentially help you to reach those goals and to gain that lifestyle, what would you want to do with your Mary Kay business? You know, what dreams and goals would you have? Would you want a part-time business where you make a few hundred extra dollars a week or a month? Maybe you help pay some of the bills. Would you want more of a full-time business where, you know, maybe you can take on some of the bigger bills or pay off some debts, take your family on vacations? Or maybe you'd really want to go just all in and quit your other job if you have one and make this your full-time income. Whatever you want to do, and whether or not you fit into any of those categories, I want you to know first and foremost there is a place for you in our Mary Kay unit. And I am here as your sales director to help you along the way no matter what it is you want to do. And I love you even if I haven't met you yet, because in Mary Kay we are a family and our unit is a family. And I just know that you are just going to be such a big part of our unit, and we can't wait to cheer you on. So with that being said, I would love for you to write down some of the things that you thought about while I had you close your eyes. Pause the video if you need to and think about it. And write that down and send a picture of that to your recruiter and definitely to me, because that's going to help me learn how to best work with you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is booking. So booking is the lifeline of our business in Mary Kay. Without bookings, we don't have a business. There is just no way around it. And I don't say that to sound discouraging. It is actually a good thing that we get to party. We party for a living. I mean, come on, what's better than that, right? So I want to make sure that you know that your goal in Mary Kay as a consultant, sorry, have had some allergies today. So I want to make sure that you know that your goal as a consultant is bookings. Now, whether as a new consultant that means a couple bookings a month, or if that means a couple bookings a day, whatever that is for you, that's acceptable. But your business is not a business unless you have bookings, unless you're selling product. And we only sell product when we put the product on faces, and we only put the product on faces when we have bookings. So there are a couple of programs in our Mary Kay family that we focus on. And the first one is a program that we do at the beginning of each month, from the 1st to the 5th of every month, and that is the Book 5, 10, and 15 program. So you have the option to participate and book 5, 10, or 15 parties by the 5th of the month to earn a prize from me. Now, I can tell you that the consultants that are booking 5 parties, 10 parties, or 15 parties by the 5th of the month, every month, are the consultants that are holding the most bookings, seeing the most faces, making the most money, moving up the career path the quickest in their Mary Kay business. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to hold 5, 10, or 15 parties by the 5th of the month. It just means you've made the booking contacts, you've secured a hostess, a date, and a guest list for 5, 10, or 15 women, and you've got them on your calendar for that month. So, for example, if it's October, you've gotten 5 bookings by the 5th of the month, so you've got 5 hostesses, you've got 5 dates, and you've got 5 contact lists for their guest lists that are at least 3 women, but you want to shoot for more like 8 or 10 women on that guest list. Now, you're going to turn those in by midnight on the 5th of every month by sending a picture to me, your director, and that's what gets you a prize. Yay! So that is a really exciting and important program. That program ties into the other program we do, which is called the Perfect and Power Start program. So you've got a Perfect Start and you've got a Power Start, and your goal is to hopefully do one of these each month. So a Perfect Start is seeing 15 faces in 30 days, and a Power Start is seeing 30 faces in 30 days, okay? So 15 faces is going to average out to be 3 to 5 parties, depending on how many people you've got in front of you. So that could be as little as 1 party a week. 30 faces is going to average out to be, let's see, 5 to 10 parties, depending on how many people you've got at each party. So that comes out to be a little over 1 party a week, up to maybe 2 to 3 parties a week, again, depending on how many faces you're seeing at each party. So those are our booking programs that we really focus on. There are tracking sheets available for those every month, and I do post about those every month in our Facebook group, so always stay plugged in there as well. And I'm going to show you another tool that we use. So I'm going to do a screen share here, and let's do Chrome. Let me get it on the right screen. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So this is a website, and I believe you can see this up here, called Shani'sOffice.com, Shani'sOffice.com. And if you go to that website and you click Tools at the top right-hand corner, it brings up this page. And you're going to have to scroll about halfway down, and you're going to click on the Power Booking Plan. Now, I've already got it pulled up right here. And this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to go through each of these pages with you pretty quickly. You're going to be able to read this packet on your own time at your own pace. But this is a really great packet for giving you an idea of how to book parties and why to book parties and all of that. So I'm just going to kind of read parts of it. Booking is the lifeline of your business. 48% of booking attempts are never followed up on. 25% make a second follow-up contact and then stop. 12% contact their potential bookings 3 times and then stop. And then you can see the numbers keep going. 2% of sales, or in this case bookings, are made on the first contact. 3% are made on the second contact. 5% are made on the third contact. 10% are made on the fourth contact. And 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. So you can see that it's important that you not only contact your bookings, your potential bookings, but you recontact and you follow up and you refollow up over and over again in a non-pushy way to make sure that you are following up with them appropriately. So this is a way to keep track of who you're booking with, when you contact them, and when you need to contact them again. So to prepare with this document, you want to print a version of it, and you may want to also print extra of the tracking sheets to put them in a binder. You're going to need your date book with your local weekly workshop. You can find out more about that in a later video. And then your current party times that you already have on your date book. Plus, you also want to have dates in your date book. Doesn't say it on here, but you want to have dates on your date book of times that you can hold parties during the month. You want a list of all of your contacts. This is a new system, so you're going to include everyone. Get out your phone, customer list, family, friends, social media, everyone that you know. Fill each sheet and start the second sheet the next day so you have different dates for follow-up with them. So every day you're going to fill a new sheet with new contact names. You're going to figure out your start date to contact people and follow up on days 4, 7, and 11 for each sheet. Okay, so you're going to have list 1. You're going to start on the first day, and then you're going to follow up with list 1 on day 4, and on day 7, and on day 11. And then you're going to have list 2, and you're going to follow up with them on the day 4, the day 7, day 11. Okay. So this is a really good example of how and when you communicated. Okay, so this just kind of shows you how to do that, what this is all about, and how to use this tracking sheet and what this tracking sheet is all about. So you can see, I'm scrolling back up here. You're going to put their name and how you met them. Let me scroll up a little bit farther, and their contact information here. And the day 1, which is the 3rd, and day 4, which is 4/6, day 7, blah blah blah, day 9, blah blah blah. This right here shows how and when you communicated. The first example shows T for text and E for email on April 3rd. So they reached out 2 ways on April 3rd. And then on April 4th, they left a voicemail and sent a text. And then on day 7, they sent a text and sent an email. The only way someone gets removed from your booking list is if they tell you absolutely no, or if she books an appointment or places an order with you, because then you don't need to continue to attempt to book them. I like to personally just highlight them when I've booked an appointment or created a sale. That way you don't have to like scratch her out. It says, just to clarify, each box/column contains the actual date you made the contact with your prospective client, plus the 2 methods of communication you used on that date. Look daily at the last date you contacted the client so you will know when the next date would be. Write in the notes any action taken, even if they answer but cannot chat right now, so you can make note of it so you can personalize the next message. Always make sure anyone you schedule doesn't already have a consultant. That is just the golden rule philosophy. So these are great tracking sheets to use for your booking attempts, okay? So lots of tracking sheets here. And then it also includes lots of awesome scripts. And it's got a script for every day, and it's even got breakup scripts where you're gonna stop contacting her now and start again in a few months. Okay, so you're not saying, okay, you're giving this up forever. You're just saying, clearly this is not a good time for you. I'm gonna contact you back in a few months. Okay, tells you what to do if she says yes. It gives you overcoming booking objections. All kinds of them, okay? So this is a great packet for, let's see, how do I stop screen sharing? Stop screen sharing, there we go. This is a great packet for helping you book your parties. There is going to be another in-depth booking and coaching video. I'm not going to go real in-depth to it right now, but this is what you need to know about bookings for now, okay? Coaching, same website, different packet. Let me screen share here again. So this is the coaching packet that you're seeing. And it's, again, on shannysoffice.com under tools, and it is a great packet for teaching you how to coach your parties to make sure they hold. Okay, so this is excellent. Again, I'm not going to go through all of this, but the coaching steps in general are: get the booking and let your hostess know what your hostess program for free product is, getting her guest list, inviting the guests, pre-profiling the guests, and confirming the guests. And this packet walks you through each of those steps. So this is your party list. So you would list your hostesses, her contact information, the party date, what kind of party it is, if you've sent her a hostess packet, if you got her guest list, if you've invited her guests, if you've pre-profiled her guests, and if you've confirmed her guests. These are the scripts that you're going to use for each of those things. Okay. These are just some example templates you could use for Pic Collage for invitations to text to their guests. You can totally create your own. These are pre-profiling script examples. And then these are the pre-profiling sheets. So you would have a separate one of these sheets for each hostess, because you can see at the top it says hostess, date, time, party type, location. Okay, so for each hostess, you're going to have one of these sheets and list the names of the guests that she gives you, her contact info, and then when you pre-profile, it gives you some little boxes here to make notes in. So this is a fantastic coaching packet. I absolutely love it, and I just think it is so handy and just exactly what we need for our business. Now I'm going to show you another coaching thing. So this is our Facebook page, and this is on a laptop, so it's a little bit different on a phone, but either way you can search in the group and just search the word coaching, and it should pull up a post. Let's see what happens here. Like I need Jeopardy music. And there are several coaching trainings that I have done. So there's a coaching training that I did over that packet on July 10th. There is also a coaching orientation from a couple of years ago that I did. And then let's see here. I'm not actually finding the one I'm looking for. So there's a post with some Voxer messages. It's a series of Voxer messages by super successful sales director Tina France. So let me make sure that that's actually in here. Right now I'm searching her first name, Tina, because there shouldn't be very many posts with the name Tina France in here. Okay, so maybe I typed that whole thing up and it did not. It did not post. Okay, so I'm feeling a little silly right now. I just posted this the other day, and I'm guessing it just did not post. So anyway, I will fix that for sure. But our unit group, there should be a paragraph with several messages that you can listen to from a very successful sales director about how to coach your classes. So I'm sorry about that. That was a little confusing. But you can search in our Facebook group, and I will have it fixed by the time you see this. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is selling and then sharing. So same concept. If you go to the Shanny's office, the Shanny's office website, under tools, share my screen again, and there is a power selling plan and a power sharing plan. So I would love for you to fill out these questions and send me a picture of it. Okay, so it's just going to talk about some things that you like, that you are, and that are related to your business. So you can see the questions here. Okay, this shows you how to work the numbers in your Mary Kay business. This just gets you prepared for success when selling. And this talks about systems for success. Systems are huge in your Mary Kay business. You need a system for your inventory, for your supplies, for your scripts, where you keep them, what you use, a system for your customers and customer management, communication for communicating with your customers, company tools, customer service tips, follow-up delivery. I mean, all kinds of things are in this fantastic packet. Again, not going to go over this word for word. It is a like 15-page packet. Okay, so this is something excellent for you to go over by yourself and ask me if you have questions. Okay, I am going to go ahead and look at the power sharing plan. This is walking you through the first steps of building your business. Okay, so this is just some guidelines and some information about team building, who you should look for, steps in the team building process, questions you can ask to generate interest, when to build your team, tools you can use to build your team, and this is a prospect list to keep track of the people that you share the opportunity with, which I think is super, super important, because despite what you think, 6.5 years in, where I am right now, it is not always easy to remember who I have shared with throughout my whole business. Imagine that. My brain is not perfect. Okay, so those packets are excellent. They're so, so good. They're chock full of so much good information. So please take the time to go find those, print them out, and read them. Okay, let's see here. I think the last thing I wanted to talk about, I did want to say, sharing the opportunity, building your team. Mary Kay Ash said that there is a new beauty consultant at every party, and that not sharing the opportunity is like leaving a $100 bill on the table. So think about that. Every time you go to a party, if you walk out of the door without sharing the opportunity with anyone, it's like leaving $100 laying on the table. And none of us want to leave $100 laying on the table. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the Power Business Management Plan. So again, let me share my screen. Sorry, I keep going back and forth on you guys. Okay, so this is the Power Business Management Plan packet, also available from Shani's office under Tools, and it covers all the good stuff, okay? It covers, well, first of all, these questions, answer them, send me a picture. I think they're super important. So it covers money management and inventory. It covers, again, money management, how to manage bank accounts and expenses. Okay, still talking about bank accounts. It covers time management, gives you some tools for time management. It covers a 6 most important things to do list, which is part of our time management program in Mary Kay. It covers training and education. It covers the STAR Consultant Program and gives you a tracking sheet. Gives you some great words of wisdom from our beloved Mary Kay Ash. And then last but not least, talks about income producing activities and how you could quit your job and replace your income with your Mary Kay business. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you because I showed you where to find it, and you are an adult, so I bet you can read, but it is a really good packet to go through. The last thing I want to talk about is I just want you to know that this is a lot of information. Okay, you're a brand new consultant maybe, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff that we expect you to read and learn and know, but what I want you to know is you're not going to know it all in the first day or the first week or the first month or your first decade, okay? You're just not. There's always something new to learn. So take a deep cleansing breath and just know that you can totally do this business. All you need to know is that you love the products and you love to make people feel good, and that is the maximum you have to know. Everything else is a skill that will come with time, okay? So I'm so excited for you and your business. Let me know if you have questions, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.